Welcome back. Time for international news, but starting right here at home, the Sydenham Community Police Forum says Ethekwini municipality needs to formulate a plan to help foreign nationals fleeing from their homes in the Durban area. Groups of people, mostly Mozambicans and Zimbabweans, arrived at the Sydenham and other police stations last night, saying that they fear for their lives. Joining us on the line to shed some light on the situation surrounding the foreigners in Durban is our reporter Ayanda Mhlongo. Ayanda, a very good afternoon to you. Now, we hear that one of the group was chased from the New Germany Road informal settlement where it had been living for so many years. And the Community Policing Forum says police alone cannot handle the issue of refugees. What is going on in Durban?
Well, first, a very good afternoon to you, and I can say that absolutely the situation in Durban is very, very tense at the moment. In fact, the city of Durban coming to a complete standstill earlier on this morning. I can still tell you that now there are a number of shops down at Durban's main street, and that is West Street, have been closed due to the security risk. Police had advised the stores that they need to remain closed. We will, of course, understand that earlier on this morning there was supposed to have been a march in Durban arranged by a number of NGOs as well as the different representatives of foreign nationals, or rather organizations representing foreign nationals. Here I'm not talking just about Zimbabweans and people from Mozambique, as you mentioned, also from countries such as the DRC, Ethiopia, Somalia, a number of African countries, if I put it to that. What had then happened that due to the security threats, the police then decided to call off that march, saying that it was not safe due to the situation. Of course, we had been reporting in the past week of the number of attacks that have been taking place across the city of Durban, starting off at Stingo, and gradually throughout the week we've seen these attacks taking place, spreading to other areas. You have mentioned Sydenham. Yes, last night you understand as well there that hundreds of foreign nationals had to flee their homes after they were attacked by locals. Another area, unfortunately, that has suffered a great deal is the area of Chatsworth and surrounding informal settlements around Chatsworth. The number there is now estimated at over 1,000 foreign nationals had earlier on last night fled their homes and sought refuge at the Chatsworth police station. And what we do get from municipal officials is that they have been taken to the Chatsworth grounds where they're going to be kept up until government is in talks at the moment together with the municipality and the representatives of the foreign nationals to try and figure out where they're going to house or find a safe place so that the foreign nationals at least can be kept in a safe, secure place while they're trying to deal with the situation on the ground. Coming back to what happened, of course, in the city of Durban today, that march was cancelled, but the foreigners they insisted that they go to the city hall because they wanted to hand over a memorandum that they had written to government. That didn't turn out, of course, as they had wanted. There was then clashes between South Africans and the foreigners. One foreigner was badly injured. We understand that it's an Ethiopian national. He was badly injured, and that after that, then this violence broke out in the city of Durban. Police reinforcement had to be brought in as well, as the situation is completely under control. So I can tell you that now, out of control. I can tell you that it's really, really tense across the city of Durban. We've got our government officials with municipalities locked in meetings trying to resolve the situation, but out in the communities, things are not good at all. Foreigners are saying that they are fearful of their lives. They do not know where to go. Basically, they are being attacked. There is no safe place now for the foreign nationals to go and stay. At the moment, as the city of Durban, things are not going well at all.
Ayanda, look, just on the offside now, the issue with the recent statements from the King, we hear that the King has accepted an invitation to redress the public on what he really meant. Can you tell us if this is related to those statements?
Well, it all started there. If you remember, these attacks on foreign nationals started in Isipingo. And initially, the first thing that we got from the South Africans or the locals that were attacking foreigners was that they were heeding a call from their king, who had said that foreigners must leave the country. Later on, the king person then also held a press briefing where he did say that the king had been misquoted by the media and that the king was merely speaking about foreign nationals that were in the country illegally. The king again reiterated that he was not going to change his statement and the fact that he was only referring to foreign nationals that were in the country illegally, and also concerned with the country's borders, which he said the South African borders were porous and therefore criminals were coming in, committing crimes in the country, and then as soon as they committed their crimes, then being able to flee back to their countries of origin. So the king has stood by that. We do understand, we do not know yet. We expect it could be tomorrow or Thursday where the king is now going to hold a press briefing where he is now going to address the situation himself. But absolutely, I mean, even today, when you speak to the foreign nationals, they are insistent that all this violence started after the so-called comments or the comments that were allegedly said by the king. They have again appealed, saying that this time, yes, the king did send his spokespeople to try and address and to correct the situation, but it still has not helped. We are still seeing South Africans, those who are saying that they want the South African, I beg your pardon, they want the foreigners to leave. They are still insisting that they are heeding the call by the king. So the foreign nationals have called for the king to address South Africans, to address the people of KwaZulu-Natal, and they basically are hoping that once he addresses, we might see an end to this conflict that has risen here in the province or in the city of Durban more specifically.
That's Ayanda Mhlongo, SABC reporter, reporting live to us from Durban.